Hi everybody, it's your old pal Chuck, and thank you for joining me for part 2 of my review of Transformers Go Optimus Exprime. In this section, we're going to look at the transformation steps to combine Optimus with Kenzen and Geki Sumaru into Dai Kenzen and Dai Geki Sumaru. And we are going to start with Dai Kenzen. So I am going to bring Kenzen in right now. This is not going to be a review of the toy, so I am not going to discuss it, the various steps and things of it. To get him into torso mode, you're going to go ahead, rotate the forearms out to the side. I'm sorry, rotate the arm up, and then bend it at the elbow, so you have this reverse L shape. And then on that second gray joint, bend it in like so. And to check to see if you have it right, you should see it flush with the wheel. So I'm going to repeat that on this side as well. Just make sure I have everything right. They don't peg in here, but you will see in a minute they will peg in quite securely. Next, what you want to do is rotate the whole section forward and then up, and then we're going to turn it around because you're going to then rotate it all backwards, and there's a white tab on the forearm which is going to peg into a whole section here. So there's the tab, and it's going to peg into the lower slot on this backpack. Now also, I don't have batteries in, so I don't know if that would be causing the stability issues that I know that backpack has had. There's really no point to put the batteries in since I don't have any of the other figures. Next, once you have that done, what you want to do, oh, I actually forgot to flip it out. He has a little skirt flap. Basically, he's going to fold that forward and fold it back. Going forward with all the steps, this is what I will refer to as the Kenzen ready position, because torso and leg mode both require him to be in this general shape. Next, what we're going to do is rotate the legs at this upper hip joint right here inward, so the knee plate is facing towards the middle. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to rotate from below the knee, so that now the knee pad, knee plate, whatever, is facing backwards, and you have this back plate, blue plate here, facing forward. You will then extend the joint out up here, where it will now be the shoulder of the super robot, and then bend it down like so, sort of like you'll have a double shoulder. Really, that's more like the chest. I don't really want to get into it, but the next step, I'm just going to put the guy on the side here to make it a little easier to hold on to. You want to go ahead, flip this plate down, rotate it so this hole is facing towards you, and then proceed to flip the hand and thumb out. What I like to do is there's a little slot right there, because sometimes the thumb is hard to get out. Just get your nail in there, and you can actually might have to rotate it. I mean, to get it in and get it up enough so that you can use your thumb and pull it out. And just like that, you have one arm done. Now we'll do it on the second side. First, you're going to rotate from the top joint here, then continue and rotate from the knee so this plate is facing forward. Bring it all the way up like this. Bring it down at the elbow. Bring this plate down, rotate it forward, and then go ahead and bring out the hands, just like so. You will have to do some adjustments when attaching them all together, but we'll get to that when we get to that. So this is Kenzen in his torso mode. Okay, and here is Optimus X Prime, and we're going to put him into his torso mode for Dai Kenzen. Why they couldn't just have one universal torso, I don't know, but whatever. First, what you want to do is flip the head down, flip up the inner chest piece, and then flip up the waist skirt. Next, what you're going to do, turn the figure sideways, and you're basically just going to unpeg that whole hip section, according it back up, so it's like you're going back into train mode. Next, what you want to do is come in behind here, open up these panels again, like so, and flip up the feet. This will be the ready position for all of Optimus X Prime's transformations for the torso modes. You always will start in this position to go from various other modes. Next, what you want to do, coming in behind, spread the legs out like so, like he's doing a split. Bring the knees up. Then what you want to do is come back around forward here. Go ahead, peg that skirt piece back into the crotch. Rotate the arms forward. And then proceed to unpeg the whole unit, bringing it up like so. And here you have Optimus X Prime in his torso mode. And I should mention at this point, if you haven't already, it's a good idea to turn the power on, because there are going to be special sounds for each mode. Okay, here is Geki Sumaru, and we're going to go through the steps to transform him into his leg mode. First, what you want to go ahead and do, very simple, just flip the head down. Next, it's a little bit of a tricky part. These like parts of the lion's mane are on a soft rubber, and the instructions tell you to just turn them around. And originally, I was very hesitant to do that because I was afraid I was twisting the plastic and they weren't twisting on the ball joint. If that's the case, you can just very easily pop them out and then pop them in on the going in the other direction, just like that. But so far the rubber really hasn't torn or anything, and it'll start to feel like it is, but then it'll give. This is just to cover over the lion's face, because hey, you know, don't have a lion coming out of your butt, but we know it's there. Next, what you want to do is go ahead and transform the arms. Unpeg the hand, fist, and paw from the forearm. Bring it up. There's a tab right here that will peg into the arm. Unfortunately, Geki Sumaru really doesn't have a ready position like Optimus X Prime and Kenzen, so you're just going to have to make do, as they say. But and a lot of it has to do with the mane. Next, what you want to do is just go ahead and rotate the arms forward like so, and this is basically what you're going to do for the robot's torso. Also, this is basically what you'll have to do when going into arm and top mode, but the mane will be different. It's all convoluted. But coming down to the legs, and I'm gonna put them on the side here. Do this, it's a little easier. First, what you want to do is go ahead and detach this side panel, which is going to be the giant foot for combined mode. We're gonna bring it forward like so, and then rotating this whole section around on this grayish gunmetal bar. With the Geki Sumaru's foot is facing up towards the lion head, and the giant foot is facing down. They don't show you in the instructions, but you can basically go ahead and now flip that foot up to get it out of the way. Next, what you want to do is rotate the foot out on that secondary joint so it's away from the leg. Go ahead, flip it back, and there is like a slot here that it should peg into, but usually doesn't, unfortunately, doesn't stay as nicely as you would like. And then while you're doing that, open up the lion's paw. There's also, it will supposed to peg into the back of the hand, and that's really what's going to hold it there. Just like so. So next what you want to do is take the lower section and rotate it around, and then rotate the foot so the toe of the foot is facing in the same direction as the kneecap. Now we're, just making sure everything's all somewhat lined up. I mean, like I said, you probably will have to adjust this over time. For the other leg, we're just going to switch it around. Same thing. Go ahead, come in, spin it around, spin it out. Make sure things peg in. Rotate the foot. Rotate the leg around. And here's where you should be right now with the legs straight up in the air, just like that. And because next what you're going to do is basically unpeg everything so it comes out like so. This is where you're going to be doing a lot of unpegging and repegging. So now you have it like this. The first step is you're going to bring this lower section up right here on this gray hinge where that orange tab is, and it's going to friction into right there, and it'll be a tight snap. So you'll do that. Then you'll rotate the legs down on the ratchet joints there at the hip, and then go ahead and bring this up all the way, and it will clip in, and it should clip in to a piece right down there, and you just gotta use a little force. Hopefully I did this right. Might be easier to move things out of the way so you can see what you're doing. Oh, there we go. It just goes in just like so. And then go ahead and stand them up. Things will probably be a little disheveled out of the sorts and what have you, but that's just, how it is sometimes. And believe it or not, there are a few more steps with the arms. Basically what you're going to do is fold them back in. They will peg into slots right there, and rotate them up. So yep, this is basically, you have your leg mode just about all set and ready to go. Now we start bringing everything together. The instructions tell you to start by pegging the Optimus Exprime section into Geki Sumaru, but from doing it, I think it'll work a little bit easier if you attach kenzan first. So basically, what I like to do, angle the arms out a little. Basically, there's a peg right here. It's going to go into a hole right back there into prime. That's step one, and then basically everything then clips downward. I kind of put a little too much pressure on something, and I discombobulated the shoulders. But you know, there's a it'll just peg into the hole there, and then clip into place. Hopefully that was on camera. But then there's more. We're going to turn it around, and as you can see, there are these red panels right here. Those are actually going to you're going to swing them forward, and in there, the blue holes on the side of the arms for kenzen, you're just going to peg those in, so you get a little extra security. We're not done yet, believe it or not. Well, actually, that is actually it for now. There is one more step after we attach the kabuto. But so yeah, so we're gonna put this guy off to the side, and then bring in Geki Sumaru, and I'm gonna adjust the camera. And basically, this is just going to drop straight down into there's a clip here, clip there, and just straight down, and hopefully it'll go on without any problems. And it will also peg into the crotch piece, and I do believe I got it. Hopefully that's good. Unfortunately, these arms don't peg into anything on the side. That would be nice. Probably wondering where all the lights and sounds are. We'll get to that in just a minute. Believe it or not, yes, this is top heavy, but the ratchet joints do help in holding the giant robot up. Just like so. Alright, now I'm actually going to keep the camera down for a minute because we're going to go over to the kabutos. So this is the main one for this mode. Basically what you want to do is just flip out the fins, flip up the head, and in doing so close that chest piece. Next what you want to do, and this is actually kind of cool, you remember those swords? Well, they actually peg in, and there's little grooves on the pegs with that match up to little notches beyond the hilt, and that will actually help you keep the swords in line, because this is actually going to be one giant crest, and you do this on both sides just like so. Okay, now the way this is going to work is much like on the other combiner teams. There's that clear Autobot logo that was on the waist of Optimus Prime, is now the Exprime, is now the waist of this combined robot. Press and hold it will start the combination sequence. Next, what you're supposed to do is there are two plugs right here that will plug into the waist, which will finish the sequence. And the head will go over him on top. What I like to do is put the head over first, so because again, nothing really fits exactly right. So let's get the combination sequence going. Okay, folks, I don't know what's up, but there was supposed to be some addition, like a music playing while I can attach the kabuto. I don't know. So I'm just going to go ahead You slide the head on like so, and again, it's an issue. It should be just going on and then easily pegging in. It doesn't. It just, there we go. I have no idea what that was, but I don't know what's going on. Yeah, so this is basically the figure all combined and armored up. There is one more step, but I'll be honest, the instructions aren't very clear. You're supposed to telescope these forward, and they're supposed to slide in or connect somehow. I really don't even know, and to be honest, I'm getting really frustrated with it. I mean, nothing is very clear, but yeah, this is kenzan. It's actually looks pretty cool. Basically for a weapon, all it has is the other kabuto, which you just plug in like that. I guess it's a blaster or something. I mean, everything's on a tight ratchet joint, so there is some posability. And it's making the train noises right now. I don't know why. Wow. Okay, but this is big. This is nice. But as we know, there's more to it. Now we have to go to Geki Sumaru, which we'll do in just a second. Okay. I got Geki Sumaru in somewhat of a ready position to go into torso mode. Basically, you want to fold the lion manes forward without rotating them around. Next, what you want to go ahead and do is just rotate the arms back, just like so, and then detach them from the back on those little pegged hinge sections. You can then go ahead and flail out the lion's mane, just like so. Then we're going to come around from behind, and he's going to do a giant split, basically. Just like so. You want to fold the giant robot fist down that was acting as a heel, and his small robot fist forward. It's sort of like an underhand gauntlet, just like so. After doing that, we're just going to go ahead and, much like on kenzen, go ahead and separate things. You want to rotate it so now that if you're looking, the back of the hand is facing up, and then what you want to do is on the hinge joint right here, you want to fold that down and peg it into place, just like so, and then go ahead and fold it all back, and that will clip in into a lower location, just like that. So the palms, so you end up with the palms facing up. You know, you might have to adjust some things to get it all out of the way. Next, we're going to just bring the arms down, just like so, on those little side joints right there. Turn the figure around. The head went down. Oops. And then basically this is how you're going to have it. The next big step is you're going to come around to the arms, and you're just going to work with these side packs. Bring them down, and then just rotate them down and forward, and they will peg into a hole right there. Oh, and then just rotate them up so it's not blocking the hand, and rotate the forearm forward. Doing it again on this side. Go ahead, unpeg the giant foot in the back, bring it down, pegs in again, rotate it around so the lion paw is facing forward, and then rotate the forearm. And there you have Geki Sumaru in his arms mode, almost ready to combine. Okay, and here's Optimus X Prime in the ready position. To transform him into this torso mode, we're going to start with the arms. We're going to bring these panels down and then rotate them forward and go ahead and flip out the dragon claws. So do it again on this side. Go ahead, bring the panel down, rotate it, and really wish I had something to peg into in this mode. Just flip out the claw, just like that. The next step is you want to go ahead and just bring it all up like so, just like that. So the claw is facing up. Just gonna adjust the camera a little here. Go ahead and then bring up the arms just like so, and the claws are facing down and out. And then what you want to do is come in and separate that section. You're going to move that flap back a bit. Make sure the arms are up like, oh my god, ah! Oh man, I'm having way too much fun with this. Next, what you want to do is something actually pretty cool. Just make sure you got the legs split in the back, and then you're going to bend them forward. There are tabs on the inside of these blue sections that are going to come in and peg into slots just there on the body. And this actually, like I said, it's kind of cool that the precision that was done to do that. Now, but before you actually peg those in, make it life easier on you, go ahead, flip up the two black sides and peg them together. That's going to form a giant monster tab that you're going to need. Trust me, the instructions tell you to do it after, but I recommend doing it beforehand. And next what you want to do is come around the back here, and you're going to peg, the little fin there is going to peg into a slot. And yeah, you've got Optimus X Prime ready to combine with Geki Sumaru. Kind of interesting, but let's move on. Okay, having returned Kenzen to his ready position, we're going to go ahead. First of all, come in, flip down the head, just like so. If you hadn't already, make sure that ponytail section is flipped down. Needed to be flipped down for the other mode. I already had it down because I tend to forget it's not there. And then the next step is you're just going to basically, on the ratchet joint, rotate the legs 180 degrees from where they were. So now they're exactly overhead. Next, what you want to do is give yourself a little space. Rotate on the knee joint so that the toe of Kenzen is facing inward. And you're gonna just be facing. Actually, no. I'm sorry. I made a mistake. You want to rotate on the knee joint, and 3, 2, 1. Next, what you want to do is rotate by the knee joint so that the toe of Kenzan is facing outward. You then want to rotate the windshield up slightly, so then you can just go ahead and have a little space to detach the entire foot section, like so, and then rotate it around so the toe of Kenzen is facing forward. You can then rotate the windshield down and then flip out the hand. That will act as a heel, and it really doesn't peg in, but it gives you a natural ankle tilt. So the same thing, you're going to rotate at the knee joint here, rotate the windshield out, unpeg the foot, rotate it around, just like so. Go ahead, flip the hand out, flip the windshield back up. So you basically now are forming the super feet. Turn it upside down. So you basically now have this ginormous pair of pants that's begging to combine, which we're going to do right now. Okay, seeing as how the lights and sounds didn't work last time, I'm going to try following the instructions, which I don't really understand why it won't work. But there's that clear button. I'm just going to press and hold. Okay, that didn't work, so we're going to turn it on. Yeah, it's great. Let's try pressing the button. Alright, I have no idea why it's not working, but basically there's a peg on each side here. It's going to clip into the middle, so you just line everything up. It really is just a point of lining everything up and then dropping it in. I really do feel bad about the lights and sounds, but it is what it is. Believe me, I would have liked things to work better too. Wouldn't believe my laptop died while I was doing this. Next, what you're going to do is come in with the Geki Sumaru, and he's actually going to slide in on that giant peg. So let's go ahead, line it up, and drop it in. And yeah, this is going to work now, huh? You going to work for me now? You going to? Oh, for Pete's sake! Oh, shut up! Alright, so now there is one bit here that I really don't understand, but apparently there's grooves on the inside of the arms here, where my finger is, that are supposed to connect to the the shoulders of regular Geki Sumaru, and you know, it works, it doesn't work. It's not like it's a hard clip or anything. Alright, so finally I'm going to bring in the Kabuto. Basically what you want to do, it's supposed to peg into the back here. Of course, it doesn't even do that easily. So yeah, make sure the head's on, and then bring the arms, the feet down, and they'll peg into the torso. If I can get it to go, just like that. Head down. Yep. I mean, there should be a whole nice light and sound show, all that great stuff. That ain't happening. I don't know why, but this is Dai Geki Sumaru. If it sounds like I'm a little frustrated, it's because I am, because this crap is really annoying me. And now I'm getting Optimus Prime, Prime X, whatever, voices. Yeah, no, this just didn't work. I really don't know why. I hope this isn't defective, because it was working fine before. It's got weapons. You can make a giant boomerang. Basically, what you want to do, up like this. Make sure the point is facing like that, and then you can just come in, and they peg together. Really nice. Just like that. It's like a giant pair of scissors. This hand can hold it. you can bend it forward. Same level of articulation as Dai Kenzen, but again, I'm not really sure how much of it is usable since it's all very top heavy. And of course, you can use the other Kabuto, oops, as a shield or some weapon. I'm not really sure what it's exactly there for. So yeah, let me try to zoom back up the camera or something so you can take it all in. Aesthetically, I like Dai Kenzen, but for transformation, I prefer Geki Sumaru, or Geki Goo, whatever it's calling it. I don't think it's the full name, but like I said, I can recommend Optimus Exprime as a standalone toy. Not really sure. I mean, if you already have the other parts, you can go ahead and pick them up and combine them, but I wouldn't go crazy. I had Geki Sumaru, so I just picked up Kenzen on a big bad toy store sale. So yeah, I know it's not that convincing, and I'm sorry the lights and sounds didn't work, but it is kind of late for me, and really just wanted to get this done. It ended up being a lot more involving in work than I thought it would be. So it's your old pal Chuck for Optimus Exprime, Dai Kenzen, Geki Sumaru. We'll see you next time.